The Duke Blue Devil defense has been stellar this year so far. None better than this past weekend against Loyola. Big first half for the defense. Let's take a closer look at what they had going so well, working as a team. All right, so I want to set this clip up here. What we're going to get into is a little two-man action here around the elbow area. And this Loyola ball carrier is going to fight to get over the top here with the ball in the stick, looking for a shot. Now, what I want to take a look at, too, is how the Duke teammates communicate through this two-man game, and then ultimately, as we'll see, how the rest of the Duke defense reacts and responds and ultimately gets to the shooter and forces him into a difficult shot. So as we'll see, we'll break right into this two-man game as we communicate through it, and that's the key part of this, is this action right here, right, is throwing off this shooter shot, but also playing physical. That's a huge thing for both the psyche of the defense and offense. That's showing you that getting to the middle of the field is going to be difficult the rest of the game. And ultimately, that forces a shot wide, and the Blue Devils are left to play another possession, right? So a couple things, communication and then playing physical, sliding to those tough shots, and then getting down their hands have been things that the Blue Devils have been doing so well. And here, another clip I like, too, because we're attacking from X. So much of your defense is determined with how you play with handle guys dodging from X. What I also like is we have our slider in place in this two-man game. Our short stick D-middies are standing up here, keeping an eye on their men, but also being willing to help on the inside. So all good there to first set up this defensive possession. And then that's another key here, is this hard slide that is nicely timed by this short stick defender is going to ultimately get this ball on the ground. We can see, looking around, we have our guys locked in, engaged, eyes seeing where the ball wants to go, and then trying to beat it there ultimately by communication, movement, rotation. Good slides to the hands here. Another good slide to the hands, and then we get a nice shot that will give up for our goalie to make a save, ultimately clearing out that ground ball. So a lot of different things in that possession there, but ultimately Duke's defense was able to react and get to the hands of Loyola the shooters quicker than they were able to get those shots off, and it turned out into very nice saves for Duke's goalie. Let's look at one more here. Again, this is going to be dodging from behind, as we can see. A little bit of a step here on the defender as we get everything up from last time. But what I want to check is Duke's reaction to when this ball gets on the ground. It is forced on the ground, and we have 6 blue jerseys swarming the ball, and then ultimately they're going to break away out of the zone and getting on a fast break here. That's what you want to see out of your defensive unit. Get that ball on the ground and create some opportunities for your offense. Duke has done a great job of that so far this year. They're going to look to continue the rest of the season.